Delay of over an hour, bottom 4, no score. Oh, Mr. Sheffield. Gary off Dave Burba, number 17 of the season. The Marlins would score 3 in the 4th to grab a 3-0 lead. Top 5, 2 on for the Reds. Burba at the plate. He's showing bunt all the way, and he strikes out trying to sacrifice. The Reds 4th worst in the league in batting and runs scored, and Burba, he hates that bat and he hates that hat worse. The Lone Reds highlight. We've shown a lot of home runs tonight, but I think we're going to like this one best of all. Barry Larkin going the other way. And Sheffield, I don't know, maybe you ought to chase after that thing a little faster because Barry's just going to keep on coming. He's going to try for the inside the park homer. Larkin in there head first. Inside the park job. It's about the only bright spot for the Reds. 6-2 Marlins to final. The announced crowd at Joe Robbie, 14,000.
Back burner. Rip was back at short, where he's been for 2,221 straight games. Top of the first, Brady Anderson, surprise, leads off the game by taking Bob Walcott out to center. His 7th leadoff home run of the season, 19th overall, 1-zip O's. Orioles defense, Roberto Alomar, robbing Jr. on the line drive. Top of the 4th. Cal Ripken. You know what? Think you ought to stay at short. To left for the home run. Rip would have a huge night. 3-1 Baltimore at this point. Top of the 5th, Rafael Palmeiro takes a turn. He loses one to right center. Orioles up 5-1. Raf's 11th home run of the season. Bottom of the 5th, here come the M's. They rally. Edgar Martinez, double to right. Just gets over Jeffrey Hammond's head. Alex Rodriguez and Griffey come around to score. 5-5 ball game, and here we go. But then at shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. Top of the 7th, bases juiced off Mike Jackson. See you later. Grand slam, 5th of his career. 9-6 O's. To the top of the 9th, a 9-7 game.
The 2-2 pitch to Cal. Swing, there's a drive, deep to left field, and baby, tell it goodbye! His 3rd home run of the game. And that is the first time that Cal Ripken has ever hit 3 in the same game. Cal got 12 tonight. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing, and there's a drive, deep to left field. Way back, this one is good! A home run for Bill Ripken. It's 4 homers for the brothers Ripken.
Ripken fever, catch it, a night the family will remember. Kenny Rogers, his best outing as a Yankee on Tuesday night. Bottom of the 2nd against Garrett Anderson. Gets him looking at the fastball. Remember Anderson, the crafty lefty, had a no-hitter through 7. He's got to be crafty if you're a lefty. He was even sitting next to Doc Gooden between innings. Top of the 8th scoreless. Rogers still has a no-hitter until Garrett Anderson, lefty hitter, blooper to center. Watch the Rogers reaction. And look at this, couple of words. Doesn't look like a tip of the cap to Anderson, does it? Jason Grimsley cruising with a shutout, top of the 9th. Gets Mariano Duncan looking with 1 on, still scoreless. Now, Andy Fox was starting for Derek Jeter at shortstop. Bottom 9, 1 out. Rex Hudler's ground to the throw, too high. Hudler safe at first, and here we go. Next batter, former Yank Randy Velarde. You know he loves this. Double on the right off Rogers. So Hudler to 3rd, Velarde on 2nd. Still 1 out. What do you do, Joe Torre? You intentionally walked Tim Salmon. 4 intentional balls. Maybe threw Rogers off his game just a bit. An intentional walk will do that to some pitchers. So the base is now loaded. Don Zimmer says, hey, bring him in. The infield comes in. Chili Davis at the plate. Rogers 2-0 pitch. Not even close. Ball 3, 3-0. Here's a 3-0. Fastball inside, ball 4. Hudler scores the winning run. Young Andy Fox pondering the mistake he made, then the Rogers frustration, first losing the no-hitter, then walking in the winning run. He pitched well, doesn't have anything to show for it. 1-0 Angels in an entertaining affair.
There is Mr. Grace, top 1, Mike Piazza. Takes one the other way, laces it off the wall. He's going to go for 2. Here comes the throw. Piazza will hit the deck. He's in there, but had to leave the game with a hyperflex right knee. Bottom first, 1-0 Phil's Inky. Off Ismael Valdez, a 3-run yard job. Phillies up 4-zip. Top 4, Grace having a spectacular night. Eric Carroll standing in. Sit on it, Potsy. Top 6, Carroll's again. Sit on it, Mouth. Mike Blowers takes a turn, and sit on it, Chachi. 8 Ks for Grace, 3 of them Happy Days characters. Bottom 6, 5-1 Phil's, Jim Eisenreich to shallow left. That would score Ricky Otero, just called up Tuesday. Phillies up 6-1. Then Pete Incaviglia. Diggity dank. Another 3-run blast, his 11th, and Philadelphia goes on to win it 9-3. Incaviglia's 6 RBIs ties a club record at veterans and cards. Marvin Freeman in trouble. Tom Pagnozzi rips the single up the middle. Ray Langford would score from third. 1-0 St. Louis. Top 4, same score. A man on for the Big Cat. Takes Alan Bennis deep to right center. A 2-run job, his 12th, and Colorado has a 2-1 lead. Bottom 4 is 3-1 Rockies, and things would fall apart. Marvin Freeman. It's Gary Gaetti in the shoulder. It puts men on first and second, and next batter is John Mabry. Grounder to short. Walt Weiss makes a nice stop, and he's got his man. His man is headed to right field. It's ruled a single and an error. It cuts the lead to 3-2. Tom Pagnozzi
to third.
Glove stinks. Yeah, for Vinny Castilla. All tied up at 3. Alan Bennis hoping that T.J. Matthews can save the game for him. Top 9, 4-3 cards. Men on second and third, 1 out, and Eric Young singles to center. Quentin McCracken would score. Here comes Weiss trying to score, and he beats the wrap. Rockies up 5-4. They would go up 6-4. Bottom 9. Cards cut it to 6-5. Ozzie Smith breaks for second, and Darren Holmes fakes the throw to second, and then finds Miguel Mejia breaking home, and they get him caught in a rundown, and he's out of there. 1-5, 2-5, scoring at home. 2 outs. Darren Holmes then gets Brian Jordan with the big breaker. Rockies win at 6-5. Colorado's won 10 out of 12, and they're 5-0 against the Cardinals.
Base hit. Looks pretty good as a pitcher, too. Top of the second, A's starter John Wasden helping out his own cause, starting the 1-6-3 double play. Bottom of the second, Mark McGwire off rocket. Gone to center. His 11th, 9,000th home run in A's history. Certainly seems like McGuire's at half of the 9,000, doesn't it? Bottom of the fourth, Roger in some more trouble. Score now 2-2. Geronimo Baroa. Hey, you're not playing against the Yanks. These are the Red Sox. Doesn't matter. Crushes the solo shot. His 12th. 3-2 A's. Still only fourth. Man on first and second. Jose Herrera. Base hit to center off Clemens. Phil Plantier scores. A's at 4-2. They go on for the 6-2 win. Rockets' 3-game personal winning streak comes to a screeching halt. 6 runs, 7 hits over 4 innings. And at 9-11, for some reason, the A's are the only team Clemens is under 500 against for his career. Rangers going for their 4th straight, taking on the Tribe. Orel Hershiser, he would struggle early and often. Bottom of the first. He loaded the bases on a hit batsman and 2 singles, then facing Dean Palmer. Don't throw it. Going the other way. Doubling over the head of Manny Ramirez. 2 runs come in to score, and already it's 2-zip Texas. Bottom of the second is now 5-0. Orel, don't throw it. Ivan Rodriguez, get out of town. His 5th, 6-zip Rangers. Orel was pulled after an inning and 2/3. Bottom of the third, Kevin Elster facing Alan Embry, and guess what? Elster deep to left, his 11th, and just beneath his batting average at 258 right there. That was heading into that at bat. 7-0 Rangers, top of the fourth. The Indians' only bright spot, Albert Bell. See you later. His 21st. 7-1, the Tribe trailing. Bottom of the fifth now, it's 9-1. Rodriguez, how about again? Going the other way to right off Embry. Pudge's second of the night. 6th of the year, 11-1 Texas. They'd go on to hurt the Indians by a score of 11-3.
Yes, Matt Williams.
Smallest since he started pitching.
Throwing him that nasty slider. Williams can't check his swing. 7 strong innings for Clark. Bottom 6, Bernard Gilkey, master of his domain. Leading off the inning, Gilkey's 12th. Mets have a 3-0 lead. Bottom of the 8th, Gilkey again leading off the inning. Not only is he master of his domain, he's Lord of the Manor. This time off of Jeff Juden over the Dunkin' Donuts sign. Gilkey's 13th. The Mets win it 4-0, and the win marks the first time since 1992 the Mets have posted consecutive game winner on Monday. Frank Viola's second pitch to Tony, and maybe he was a little bugged about that fine. 23rd leadoff home run in Phillips' career. Sox up 1-0. Top 4, Chicago up 3-0. Ozzie Guillen. The shot to right, and Sean Green says, oh, I've got that one played perfectly. If I could just find the ball. You know, that Sky Dome roof can play tricks on you. When it's closed, it was open on this night. Guillen's first homer since September of '95. Top of the 6th, Viola hits Phillips, and Tony was not happy about that either. Has to be restrained by the umps. No fines, no charges filed. Defense would help the White Sox. A ground ball to Ray Durham. Durham first, a little Edward Scissorhands, and then the quick bare hand play, and the big hurt snags it for the out. Top 8, Robin Ventura had already gone yard once, and you can put it on the board. Yes. Steve, you can feel free to jump in and be Wimpy Pachorik at any time. Ventura's 11th home run. Sox win at 8-5. Chicago's now won 9 out of 10. The Sox make a streak against the Brewers, top first. Scott Carl's delivery to Ron Coomer, driven deep to center, and it's a home run. Coomer's 5th of the year, 4th in his last 14 games. Top 6 tied at 2. Carl to Ron Coomer. It's not a Coomer. That's a very, very bad Arnold Schwarzenegger. 3 of Coomer's 6 yard jobs have come against Carl this year. It's 3-2 Twins, but the Brewers come back. Bottom 6, Pat Mahomes giving it up to Matt Mieske, and a good catch by the fan in the stands, but that would not count. Mieske with the big yard job. Brewers up 4-3. They would go on to win it.
Tonight, bottom 8, 2-1 Padres. Bob Tewksbury got some help behind him. Jody Reed gets the pinch hitter Dave Silvestri. 15 straight Expos retired by Tukes before leaving after 8. Bottom of the 9th, Trevor Hoffman in. Henry Rodriguez, cue the candy bars.
Over the wall. We got a 2-2 ball game. Oh, that hit him in the head.
That was in the top of the 10th. Tim Scott pitching to Ricky Henderson. Ricky would stay in the game and shake it off. 2 batters later, Scott Livingstone. Base hit, scores Wally Joyner. Now Ricky
heading for third base, Henderson. They're going
trying to shake that off. Of course, he's involved in a bang-bang play at the plate. No reason to slide there, out by a mile. The Padres win 3-2 in 10. I guess it wasn't all that bang-bang. The hero, Scott Livingstone, was going to pinch hit in the 8th. 13. The Astros, they're in Pittsburgh. Terry Collins, his team blew a 4-2 lead in the 8th. The game tied at 4 now. And Jason Kendall up with 1 on. Deep fly that would travel off the wall. Now, Brian Hunter would have all sorts of problems out there. He bobbles it. John Wayner scores. And Kendall, he's going to try for it. Trying to score the play at the plate. He's safe. It's an RBI triple and an error, not an inside the Parker. 6-4 Pirates, now top 9, 2 on. Astros down 1. Craig Biggio, base hit to right. John Cangelosi comes home. Orlando Merced throws home. Cangelosi out at the plate, and he couldn't believe it. Now watch on the replay. It appears Cangelosi slid under the tag. Tough call for the umpire, Scott Potter, but an even tougher call for the Astros. Turns out to be a big play. Next batter, Jeff Bagwell, 2 on, 2 out. And Francisco Cordova strikes out Bagwell to end it. His 3rd save. The Pirates hold on to win 6.